What it do? So before I get too far into the vlog, I just want to really quickly say that while I'm putting this together right now, I'm editing on my phone and I'm realizing that so there's just gonna be maybe some pretty abrupt cuts or weird why is he talking on this day and then on the next day, but I'm just trying to work out those kinks as I learn how to do this vlog thing. So sorry if it's a little jarring, but I promise I'll get better at it as I go on. So this vlog has been recorded over multiple different days, which is why it's, so hectic. But also just because I wanted to try kind of these short little videos, not only for B-roll, which you'll see, but also just kind of my thoughts in the day and in the moment. And some of those clips didn't even turn out. So a lot of stuff that I recorded is not even here. But also I decided that I don't really care if my vlogs are 15 minutes. So deal with it. Let's see, what am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, I'm just talking about today was a great day. Phenomenal day. I don't know what it was about today. It was crazy warm here in Michigan. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I just started off the day. I crushed it at my job, and I received high praise from my boss. And then frisbee practice went really well. Lift was fine, and frisbee practice I thought there's a lot of team culture issues and there's a lot of big question marks with the Davenport team right now. And today really showed me the potential for this team in terms of culture. I mean, talent aside, I've already known that. The team already knows that. But in terms of the culture and in terms of what the players want to build here, today was just really, really great culture. It was really great work. I really enjoyed today. And then I hung out with my friends a lot today. I just casual, I hang out with my friends all the time. Don't get me wrong, I have friends. But something about today just felt really fulfilling hanging out with my friends here on campus. And I think it's probably just because my friendships feel so much stronger. I think we just hit that point in the year. We just hit that point of knowing each other for long enough where I really am starting to feel like friends with these guys. And okay, I've recorded these videos 5, 6, 7 different times. And in each one, I am not very concise with my thoughts. And I am also talking way too much. So I'm just going to knock out these 2 topics, just quick and brief. And I can talk more about them when I've had more time to mull over them in my vlogs. But the first one is my mental health. The Sparks Notes versions is that some things are getting worse and some things are getting better. And because of that, it's really hard to really encapsulate all my thoughts on what's going on. If you are interested in that for whatever reason, you can reach out and I'd love to talk more about it. But in terms of making a vlog where I really open up about some of my mental health, which I kind of want to do at some point, this vlog just isn't the one because so much is just changing and so much is different and there's just so much contextually that's going on. I've received some diagnoses, but I've also gotten conflicting information, and I'm also going in later to get a more I don't know, deeper diagnosis, a PhD level diagnosis thing or whatever. So long story short is I really don't know. Things are changing, things are different, but I'm connected. I have a psychiatrist, I have a therapist. I'm going to this diagnosis appointment. I'm trying new medications to see what can improve, what can get better. That's the bright side. Even the things that are getting worse, they get outweighed by the fact that I'm getting, like I've said before, I'm getting closer to a solution. And hopefully in a few months when I know more and I can really collect my thoughts on all of it, I can share more with you guys. But that's all I can really say about that for right now. Next is politics, okay? I really feel passionate about speaking about this. But again, in my past few attempts, I just said way too much. I wasn't really concise. I was all over the place. So I'm just going to try and give it another go here, but I'm just going to try and be very direct and to the point. What's going on in this country is absolutely bonkers insane. And I am of the opinion that it's at the point where people need to do something. And I view myself as one of those people, obviously, but I think that the way in which Trump is just taking power at the presidential level and the things that he is doing for the country right now are really dangerous, and they should be raising red flags for everyone on both sides of the aisle, right? I think that genuinely we're a few years away from something historic happening, and a few years is generous. I wouldn't be surprised if something this year happened that just changes the scape of, I don't know, the world, America, history. I think that not only should you talk about it to people, because that's what they want, is for us to not talk about it, to pretend like it's just the background of our lives. But I think that we should do something. Honestly, I'm in favor of killing congressmen and CEOs. I'm in favor of killing evil people, to put it more directly. I think that killing a truly evil and wicked person for the betterment of this world is morally standing on the right ground, right? And I think I reconcile that within my beliefs of Christianity. I know I have a lot of people on here who are Christians. I know a lot of people who might be skeptical by that statement, but I think that if you read the Bible, that God kills wicked people, that God uses people to kill wicked people. So I think that it's a little more, there's more to talk about those two topics there. But I think at a base level, you can't disagree with the fact that God kills evil people all the time. He's done it before, okay? That might not be solid evidence for doing it now, but yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick spiel, about how we need to do something, about how awful everything is going on in America right now. I think the immigration issue is a really big deal, and I think that it's a really slippery slope from immigrants to ethnic groups, and how we have to be aware of that, and we have to be ready to take a stand if it comes to that. So here we are in the middle of Ultimate Frisbee practice. I am injured today. I landed on my heel yesterday, courtesy of Kai C Sports. And so I'm not playing right now. I did a little workout while the boys were doing whatever they were doing. But they're all screaming in the background, having the time of their lives. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like here at DU. We don't really have an indoor field. We rent one out for some of our practices, but most of the time we're just in this tiny little gym, just grinding it out. Yeah, anything else happen? Vegas? What happened after Vegas? Nothing really. I am starting to realize that I'm going to have to make some really big decisions in the next few months. Really big decisions about what I'm going to do next year. If I'm going to stay here and do another year, or if I think that's the end. I know I've talked about this a bit, but it really was impressed upon me in the last few days. I'm going to have to make some decisions. And that's partially due to the fact that the reality of me not coming back is much stronger than it was before. And so now there's a lot more questions. When I was 95% sure that I was going to come back, there's not a lot of questions. You know what I mean? Stay in Grand Rapids, play Frisbee over the summer, get better for the next year. But right now, it's, looking more like I might go somewhere else, at least more in terms of percentage-wise. Maybe it's 60-40 now or whatever. And so that just opens up so many questions. Do I want to stay here? Do I want to move elsewhere? What are my career options? What can I do with my life after this? And stuff like that. So that's been weighing really heavy on my mind. Dude, your frontal lobe developing has got to be one of the best feelings in the entire world, bro. Holy cow. We'll just restart and cut that. We're going to cut that, I promise. God is in favor of killing evil people, without a doubt. If you read the Bible, it is abhorrently clear that God is very, very much in favor of saying this person is evil and they shall die. Not this person has messed up, not this person has sinned, But these congressmen, these CEOs, they're not making mistakes. They're not having this big struggle with temptation. You know what I mean? They are consistently choosing evil day in and day out. And people will say well, it's different now the way with Jesus in the New Testament. And it's God is not supposed to change. God is supposed to be the same God. So if you believe in the Old Testament, you believe in the way God treats wickedness, you believe in the way God treats sin, you have to at least to some degree believe in that. Maybe you're not all on board, okay, let's go kill some CEOs. But you have to wrestle with that a little bit. Because there are multiple times in the Bible where God is this town is too wicked, I'm going to kill it. These people are too wicked, I'm going to kill it. There's a whole story in the Bible where he's like, the whole world is wicked except for this one family, so I'm going to kill all of them and leave Noah on the ark. Right? And I'm not a big, I have a lot of thoughts about Old Testament stories, but the essence here is that true evil is very different from man sinning. It's very different from us being imperfect. Right? And again, so I was at the gym, I was running, and I just got to thinking about things, and I was like, oh, maybe I can talk about this and record it for my vlog, just because I want to do more videos like this after the Vegas vlog. It was kind of fun. So I was running today, just because I need to run to get back in shape and for Frisbee. And it came across my mind something, this kind of idea of that I'm not inherently what I once was, right? So, like, I once was a runner, and I am not a runner anymore. But I realized as I'm running, ironically, that like I treat it as if I still am a runner, as if I still have that label. But the fact of the matter is I don't run enough to say that, you know what I mean? And so, like, another example is another example of something that I'm trying to flip in my mind is that I once was a great Frisbee player, right? Which is true. Like, at Knox, it's not a hard argument to say that I was the best player there. And coming to Davenport, it is an impossible argument to say that. But like, switching those mindsets is really important, because those assumptions change the way. Honestly, those assumptions really just changed what I did day-to-day basis, right? So at Davenport, I've been treating it as if, oh, I know I'm really good. I just need to I don't know, like, get better and stay at my best. But like, if I can reshift my focus to like, I am now no longer a big dog. You know what I mean? I'm now no longer that good at Frisbee. Like, I was good at Frisbee at Knox because it was, you know, mostly people who just play just cause. You know what I mean? Like, now I've entered a new realm of Frisbee where people have been doing it. People are doing it because they actually are very good. And so I just think that if I treat myself as someone who is no longer this great Frisbee player, like, it's going to do good things for me in the long run. I think the same goes for running. I kind of assume a lot about my athletic ability that's not true anymore. And so it stops me from going out and pursuing those things and becoming those things again. So hopefully with this, mindset switch, like, I'll now have the motivation or the desire to go out and chase those things again. Like I used to chase them. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go be a runner. I want to make that change. But if I find an opportunity to kill an evil man and take him out of this world for the better, I'm doing it. I guarantee you that, without a doubt. But yeah, next month I'll have a tournament to talk about, which will be cool. I'll have my birthday to talk about, which will be lame because I'm probably not going to do anything for it. And I don't know much else that's going on other than everything else I normally do. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Wouldn't it be cool if I just